Hey guys, today I'm sharing a super simple makeover that anyone can do. It started out with this $15 end table from my local thrift store. So let's dive in. First things first, I scrubbed it clean with a degreasing cleaner and a wet rag. While I was cleaning, I removed the old hardware as well. Then, while the end table dried, I taped off the drawers so my paint lines would be crisp and clean. Then I primed the end table with 2 coats of shellac so that the paint would stick. I used clear shellac in a spray can so it would be quick and easy to apply. For this end table, I chose a stunning light gray color from General Finishes milk paint called Seagull Gray. It's a water-based acrylic paint that is really thick straight out of the can. So before I use it, I like to add some water to it to make it easier to brush on. I don't measure an exact amount of water to paint here, but I would say I might add around 10% water to the paint. After mixing the water and paint together really well, I brushed it onto the end table. I brushed it on using a zebra chiseled edge brush. The biggest reason why I love this paint is because it's self-leveling, meaning it doesn't leave as many brush marks behind. But I still try to brush it on in long brush strokes that go with the grain, so any marks that are left behind blend in with the wood grain. When I got to the round part of the legs, I switched to my zebra round paintbrush because it's easier to paint round things with the round brush. I let it dry for a couple of hours between each coat, and I wrapped my paintbrush in some plastic to keep it wet. I ended up needing to paint 4 coats of this light gray color to get full coverage. After a couple of coats of paint, I noticed how deep the wood grain was on the side corners. So I took some time to fill in the wood grain there before I finished everything up. I'll be sharing a short video on how to fill in wood grain soon, so keep your eye out for that quick tutorial. After that last coat, I sprayed it with 3 coats of this Minwax polyacrylic in a rattle can. This water-based poly is a protective coat, making the paint more durable and wipeable. I sprayed it on thicker than a mist, but not too thick to make it run or puddle. Here's what it looked like after spraying the first coat of poly. And then I let it dry between coats for only an hour before spraying the next coat. Before I share what it looks like now, please take a second to hit the like and follow buttons. It really helps us out, so thank you so much. So here's what it looked like before. And here's what it looks like now. I really love this light gray color. And my brush mark free, loving heart loves that you can barely see any brush marks in the finish. I ended up spending about $90 on supplies, but most of these can be used for multiple projects. So I would guess that I used around $30 max on supplies for this project. What do you think of this makeover? Let me know in the comments section.